Hey, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'm your favorite frugal introvert, Jerry. I get paid monthly, but I budget weekly, and I'm learning how to both manage my money and how to make more of it. So what's up, y'all? Happy Saturday. I hope you guys are doing well today. Drop down in the comments below and let me know if you have any plans for this weekend. So I've been a little bit MIA just because I really haven't felt like recording. Also, my tripod broke and I had to purchase a new one, and I'm still trying to kind of get acclimated to this new one. So that's kind of why I've been gone for a little bit, but I am back and ready to attack, just like Money with Gab says. Today's video is going to be a budget with me video. So I'm going to be playing catch up a little bit because I didn't do a weekly budget for the last 2 weeks of January. So I have been budgeting off camera, but I didn't record it. So I'm going to catch you guys up and let you guys know how I did for the month of January. I'm also going to be doing a cash unstuffing because I did spend a lot of money for my sinking funds. And then I'm going to be going over my new budget for February, showing you guys the February monthly budget, and then how I'm going to break that down for the first week. So there are also going to be a couple of changes coming to my channel. One of the changes I'll talk about in my upcoming Transfer Tuesday video, so be sure to stay tuned for that. In regards to my budgeting, I'm no longer going to be recording weekly budgets on my channel. I am going to be budgeting off camera every single week, but I'm not going to be recording them. One of the reasons is because they don't really do that well on my channel to begin with. I know they may help some people, but they don't really get that many views or that many clicks. And so I don't want to continue putting energy into recording all these videos if they're not going to get watched. So that's one of the reasons. That's not the primary reason though. The main reason is because I know they're not the most entertaining videos, and because I get paid once a month and I divvy my paycheck up by 4 weeks out of the month, my budget's going to be pretty much the same every single week. So that's why it's really not that entertaining. Also, I'm doing a lot of low spend months, so I'm really not going to be spending a lot of money. So there won't be that much to talk about, which is another reason why I didn't really record any budget with me videos for the month of January. So here's what I'm planning on doing. So I'll show you guys how I set up my budget at the beginning of each month. I'll do a mid-month check-in, and then I'll do an end of the month budget closeout. So you'll get 3 budget with me videos. I don't want to eliminate those videos completely, but I just don't want to record them as often. All right, so now that I've caught you guys up on some of the changes that I'm making, let's go ahead and hop into this budget with me. I did get this spreadsheet from a seller on Etsy called Shushko, if I'm not mistaken, but I have it linked down below in the description box if you guys want to check it out. I did get it on sale for like $1 and some change. But I really do like this annual budget spreadsheet that I'm using. So I'm starting off on the transaction spreadsheet. So I'm gonna scroll down here. So this is pretty much where I left off with my income. So I did get some additional income. I got some Etsy income for $17.14 on the 18th. So I also want to give away from Toya over at Tidy with Toya. It was $20. Now I cannot remember exactly when I got this payment, but I kept it in my Cash App for a little while, honestly, because I forgot it was there, to be honest. But I went ahead and transferred it over to my bank account on the 20th. I got 2 more Etsy payments, one on the 24th for $3.53, and then one on the 31st for $9.09. And then on the 1st, this is the new month, so I did get paid on the 31st, but this is my check for February 1st. And it was actually a little bit more than I normally get. I'm not quite sure why, because normally I get $2,678.69, but this time I got $2,744.40. So again, I'm not really sure why. Honestly, I think this just means I'm gonna owe more taxes next year because they're not taking enough taxes out. So I'll probably need to go and speak to HR to figure out why this number has increased, because I definitely didn't get a raise. So we're gonna move over to my expenses, bills, and debt payoff transactions. So we left off on the 14th. So my Carnival cruise payment did come out for $80. And then me and my partner went to Neon Tiger. This is a vegan restaurant downtown here where we live, and it was $104.19. I have this highlighted in purple. As you'll see, a lot of these are highlighted in purple because that means I'm pulling these from a sinking fund and it's not necessarily coming out of my paycheck. So I wanna keep that separate from the transactions that are coming out of my paycheck. So I won't be unstuffing this because this came from my date night challenge that I finished last year, and I just haven't money in my high yield savings account, which is Ally Bank, but I did just want to highlight that anyway. On the 15th was a no spend day. The 16th, I did purchase some groceries for $75.27. So I did have a few transactions on the 16th, groceries for $75.27, personal items for $7.57, and then I purchased some clothes from Shein for $17. So that'll be coming from my personal sinking fund. Quick story about that. I was supposed to go out with one of my friends for her birthday. That didn't happen. So I basically wasted my money on these clothes. Aside from that, the clothes that I purchased didn't fit anyway, so I did return them and I got a refund, but the $17 here is from taxes and shipping because I paid for expedited shipping. So I couldn't get my money back from that, so that's $17 down the drain. Also on the 16th, I went to the dermatologist and got some medicine. That was $210.97, so I will be unstuffing that from my medical sinking fund. On the 17th, I bought more medicine for $76.54. The 18th through the 22nd were no spend days. The 23rd, I bought my partner a Valentine's Day gift for $10. He doesn't watch these videos, so I'll go ahead and let you guys know what I bought. But I work at a college here, and our college has a culinary arts program, and the students are making and selling chocolate-covered strawberries. So I ended up buying him like a half a dozen of those because he doesn't need a full dozen of those. So I just got him a half a dozen of those for $10. So the 24th, 25th, there were no spend days. The 26th, I bought more groceries, $28.13, and gas for $15.01. So y'all, I tried my best to pump $15 even, and I went over by a penny. Just my luck, right? All right, so also on the 26th, I bought some household products for $5.54, so I'll be unstuffing that from my household sinking fund. The 30th, I bought some vitamins for $21.55. I also bought a flight for $2.98, so I am going to a conference in New Orleans for my job, and that is the end of March, like March 26th through the 29th or something like that. So it is fully paid for, but I have to pay for it up front, and then they're gonna reimburse me. So I am gonna unstuff that from my vacation sinking fund. And lastly, I bought some stuff for my YouTube channel. So I bought the tripod, and I bought like a fake plant that I planned on keeping on my desk, but I don't know. I may return it, I may not return it, I don't know, but I spent $66.44 on that, so I'm gonna unstuff that for my business sinking fund. The reason I'm thinking about returning the plant is because I know you guys saw this on my desk, but my partner bought me this for our anniversary on February 1st, and it's the Rose Forever. Y'all, this smells so good. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. And if you guys aren't familiar with this, Rose Forever flowers, they last for a very long time apparently. So they last for years apparently. So we're gonna see how it holds up. I know you're supposed to keep it away from any direct sunlight, things like that, but they smell so good. I think they're a really good investment. They are kind of pricey, y'all, and I don't have no promo code for y'all, so I'm sorry about that. But I love these so much, and I really wanted them. And of course, he got them in my favorite color, purple. So that's why I'm thinking about returning the fake plant, but we'll see. I haven't even taken it out the box yet, so I don't even know what it looks like. And then the rest of these transactions are for February. I'm not gonna go over those right now because I'm not going to unstuff anything from those. So yeah, we're just ending on January 31st for the transactions. And then lastly over here, my savings and my investments. We are starting out with January 17th. So I did buy some stocks. I bought Shell stock for 13, crypto, Bitcoin for 13. On the 31st, I bought Shell for $11 and then Ethereum for $11. And then that's all of the investing that I did for the last half of January. So on this next page, this is basically a monthly budget dashboard. So what I really want to go over is the totals at the very top. So my total income was $2,807. If we scroll down to the bottom here, you'll see that what I initially thought that I was going to get was $2,678.69 because that's what I normally get paid on a monthly basis from my paycheck. A lot of that money came from you guys, just from being so generous and supporting my Etsy shop. Some of that came from Toya from winning the $20 giveaway. So from the bottom of my heart, once again, I really do appreciate you guys. So thank you very much for that. And then another reason why I had more income was from the interest that I get paid from my high yield savings accounts. This is one of the reasons why you guys see me using prop money on my channel, because I want to use my money to make myself more money. Having my money sit in these envelopes in my apartment isn't going to do me any good. I think I'm at a point in my life where I'm disciplined enough to not spend the money if I have it sitting in my bank account. So that's why I would rather just keep it in my bank. Also, it's much safer there. But I made $55 this month just in interest, and I was able to add that to my home down payment sinking fund. So that's $55 extra that I didn't have, that I wouldn't have if I had this money just sitting here in my apartment in these envelopes. So I was also able to save a total of $878, which is amazing. So I'm super proud of myself for being able to accomplish that. So if we look down here at the savings summary, I was able to save $100 in my emergency fund, $678 in my sinking funds, and $100 in my savings challenges. I invested a total of $475 for the month, which is great because I was not expecting to be able to invest that much. But if we go down to the investment summary, so I was actually able to invest an additional $75 in my Roth IRA. And the reason I was able to do that was because I took whatever rollover that I had from my variable expenses that I didn't spend, and I invested that money. It should actually be more than that. I believe in total it was $181 or somewhere around that extra, but the last 2 weeks of the month I kind of slacked off and I didn't move it over. It's still in my bank account. I just need to go ahead and move it over and invest that money. So I'm going to do that once the stock market reopens on Monday. I also invested the $50 in stocks, mainly Shell, and then $50 in cryptocurrency. So 25 in Bitcoin and 25 in Ethereum. Going over to my total expenses, this is where I really shocked myself because I only spent $244.44 for the whole month. So I did plan to spend $200 on groceries, but I only spent $154.99 on groceries. I planned to spend $60 on gas, but I spent $15.01. $60 on eating out, and I spent $11.53. I ate out one time the entire month of January, aside from the date night that I had already planned, but one time, and that was Moles at the very beginning of January. I planned on spending $70 for personal items. I spent $58.91, and then I gave myself $60 for miscellaneous, and I didn't spend a single penny from that category. So altogether, I should have spent $450, but I only spent $240.44. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. All right, total bills, $847.50. So if we look at my bill summary, normally I would budget about $585 for my rent, but I did have to increase that because the rent increased just a little bit. I think they tacked on like an additional fee or something like that. So now I'm budgeting $590 for my rent. My rent for January was $586.54. And then the rest of the bills are always the same. My Verizon bill for $90, internet $78.99, Bluehost $762, Carnival $80, and then HP Inc. $435. And lastly on this page is my debt payoff. The only debt that I have right now is my student loans, and they always get $100. Right now, as a lot of you guys may know, there's no interest accruing on the student loans. We're not required to pay them at the moment. So right now we're kind of just waiting on the Biden administration to figure out what they're going to do with these student loans and when we're going to start repaying them. So I have not been actively paying on my student loans. So what I ended up doing was I made a sinking fund for my student loans, and I've been putting some money every single month in that sinking fund. So once Biden says you need to start repaying these loans, I have a big lump sum that I'm going to put down on those student loans. And having that student loan sinking fund in my high-yield savings account is also helping me gain more interest. So yeah, this spreadsheet is extremely detailed, and that's why I like it so much. It tells me how much I actually spent and how much I have left to save. So I did spend $2,540.94 for the whole month, and I have $259.13 left over, which honestly is probably just going to stay in my checking account and act as a buffer. And right now, I think at this point I have about a $500 buffer. Honestly, I would kind of like to get it to like $1,000. I don't know. Let me know if you guys think that's too excessive. So I do have a couple of notes for the month of January. So I had 17 no spend days, which is amazing. Amazing. I did not think I was going to have that many no spend days, but I did. And then I only ate out once, like I mentioned earlier. I don't know why I have 2 date nights here because we only have 1 date night. So I'm going to change that to 1. But yeah, aside from the 1 date night, I only ate out 1 time. So that's a plus too. So I realized that I didn't go over my February budget. So I'm going to do that really quickly and just insert it right here. So here is my February 2023 monthly budget dashboard. So if we scroll down to here, we're going to see my cash flow summary. So as of right now, my total income is $2,744.40. My expenses planned are going to be $450. My planned bills are going to be $850.96 for the month. $100 is going towards debt, $100 is going towards savings. This means that $100 is going towards my emergency fund, and then $400 is going towards investments. So I am left with $16, $20, $29. A lot of that money, that's going to be divvied up among different savings challenges that I'm doing. Also, some of that money is going to be going to my car insurance, my subscriptions. As you guys know, those are sinking funds. So I just don't have that included right here, but that's where some of that money is going. So let me show you how I'm going to break this down for the first 10 days of the month. So my rent has already come out for $586.85. I've already given my partner the $90 for my portion of the Verizon bill. And then my internet should be coming out tomorrow for $78.99. HP Inc., I don't know if it's going to come out before the 10th. They always seem to kind of change the date they pull the money out of the account. So hopefully it'll go ahead and come out before the 10th. If it does, my budgeted bills should be $763.34. I'm going to give myself $50 for groceries, $35 for gas, $15 for eating out, $35 for personal, and $15 for miscellaneous, and that totals $150. I already put the $300 in my Roth IRA. I've already invested the $1,250 into crypto, and I've already invested $1,250 into stocks. So that totals $325 for my investments. And then this down here is a little bit different from what I normally do, but I do know for sure that I'm putting $368 in my sinking funds and my savings challenges, at least some of those. And then $100 is going to go towards different savings challenges that I'm going to be doing on Transfer Tuesday. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and start unstuffing my sinking funds. So I'm going to be unstuffing 7 different sinking funds. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start out with my high priority sinking funds binder. And the first envelope we're going to unstuff is medical, and we're going to unstuff $288 from here. So if we unstuff the $288, what I should have left over is $332. So let's count it out. 1, 2, 3, 20, 2, and then I already have my change set aside, so I'm going to put this 10 here. Let's count it out. 1, 2, 3, 20, 32. All right, so the next envelope is going to be my personal envelope. And I'm going to be unstuffing $17 from there. So 10, 15, 16, and 17. I'll stick this back in the back because that is real cash. So now my envelope has 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 55. So 155. Next is going to be my business envelope, and that is going to be $66. So if we unstuff the $66, I should have, let's see, $339. So let's see, 50, 60, 65, and 66. So what did I say? 339. Let's see if that matches. 1, 50, 70, 90, 210, 30, 40, 55, 7, 9, 61. I'm gonna have to look at my checking account and see exactly how much I have in there, because I wanna make my envelope match whatever I have in the checking account. So yeah, we'll have to come back to that later. And then finally in this binder is gonna be household, and I am going to unstuff $6 from here. So I should have $68. So 50, 60, 65. This is some change that I already had. 65, 67, and 68. Okay. So 50, 60, 65, 67, and 68. And then I'm going to be pulling from my vacations sinking fund, which is in this purple binder here. And I need to pull $298. So once I do that, I should have 114 left. So 110, 112, and 114. So 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 5, 90, 5, 97, 98. 1, 10, 12, 14. Okay, so that is the last envelope out of this binder. The last binder is going to be my occasions binder. I'm going to unstuff $60 from my anniversary envelope. So this is going towards the date night, so 20, 40, 60. I'm just going to put that over here with the real money. And then $10 from Valentine's Day. All right, so let's go ahead and count it up and see how much we unstuffed. So in terms of the real money, 20, 40, 60, 75, 80, 81, 82. So $82 in real money. So I got my calculator here just to add it up. And then this is all the prop money that I unstuffed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, 70, 95, 10, 30, 50, 70, 90, 500, 10, 20, 35, 45, 55, 62, 4, 6, 8, 70, 1, 2. So 572 if I'm not mistaken. So in total, we unstuffed $654 from my sinking funds. So that was pretty much it for this video, you guys. I appreciate you being here and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, comment, share, and hit that notification bell so that you never miss another upload. I hope you guys have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay safe, be blessed, and until next time, peace.